Hello and welcome, Aries. This is going to be your next 48 reading, so from September 30th today to October 2nd, 2020. And first of all, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It helps add your energy to the readings and makes it, you'll start to notice they become more and more personal as I'm able to channel into you specifically. Now, I promised myself that I would not be one of those readers who only ever did, like, the happy stuff. Not because, I enjoy doing the rest, but I like to be an authentic reader and really put out what I see. Now, what I'm getting the sense of, Aries, from the homophone cards and the tarot cards is that the next 48 hours are likely to be chaotic for you. The word Moodquakes comes to mind, and we currently have the moon in Pisces, and then tomorrow the moon is going into Aries in the first full moon of the month, during which we're going to have a blue moon, which is 2 full moons in the month. That gives an extra oomph to your moon, but it's still overshadowed by the last full moon we had, the Pisces full moon, which is your polar opposite sign. So you're still being watered down by that. On top of that, Mars is still retrograde in your sign. It's exalted too, so that adds extra oomph to that. Chiron, the wounded healer, is also in your sign in retrograde, which is more shadow work, more phoenix moments, things like that. And we also have Lilith retrograde in Aries, which is, let's just say that for those of you with strong Aries placements, there's a lot of shadow work going on. And what I'm seeing in the cards is that you're kind of working on your fantasy bonds right now. There's a lot of reality coming in. You're kind of avoiding, or you or someone you know is avoiding allowing a new chapter to occur. Now, what we got for your homophone cards is the Peace card. And it's interesting because it feels like, although the next 48 hours, and probably right now, I'm kind of getting the sense that the last 48 hours have also been tumultuous for you and turbulent, but over the next 48 hours, maybe even tonight specifically, you're going to realize what piece is missing to the puzzle. And you might also be, it might be that you are removing yourself from an entire equation because you recognize that you no longer fit in that equation, or family, or job, or whatever. Or it may be that you realize that you don't fit in the one you're in, but you do fit in one, maybe one that you've been in the past, or maybe there's a new one to pursue. Either way, there's some sort of clue coming, I have a feeling, and it's kind of an epiphany. You also, within the rest of the cards, did have the Tower. It was reversed, but the Tower often can be associated with enlightenment because the Tower is struck by lightning that's knocking a crown off of the Tower, crown chakra, and that's like a moment of enlightenment, especially through chaos. And I think, like, I'm reminded of a card that a lot of other people talk about. It's something to the effect of, like, through a crappy situation, good things will be revealed, sort of thing. Now, the tarot card you got for the next 48 hours is the Moon reverse. Now, this is typically Cancer energy, but a lot of people will associate it also with Pisces. And I'm not surprised to see it coming up in your reading, being that the moon is entering your own sign. Nor am I surprised to see it reversed, because the masculine emperor energy that comes in with Aries is being challenged, not just by the moon or the sun being in Libra, it's polar opposite, but we also have a red sun that's coming up, and being that it's a blue moon coming up and that Mercury just entered Scorpio, a very deep and watery sign, you and or people that you know are really feeling that fire being doused. Now, what I saw from the cards is that you're likely in a few situations where you're not taking care of yourself. You're being very codependent, and you know intuitively that there are a lot of hidden enemies around you. Now, the good thing about this card being reversed is that they will be revealed to you, whether they reveal themselves or spirit comes and does something to bring that aha moment to show them to you. Either way, the moon reversed is hidden enemies being revealed, and Mercury and Scorpio can do that sometimes too, because Scorpio is oftentimes sometimes about open enemies. Virgo is more hidden enemies in that, but Scorpio in Mercury is like our thought process, our intuition, and what we talk about, kind of the hot topic. Now, your hot topic that you got is the Five of Swords reversed, and your shadow work card is the Three of Swords reversed. Now, in the center, you have the Hierophant reversed, and you have a lot of, there's the Two of Cups reversed is in there. So there's some, it seems to me, Aries, that you and or whomever you're thinking about are going through a moment of kind of total destruction. It's a really big Phoenix moment, which fits very much with your sign. You've probably already been coming up to this moment. It kind of, when it rains, it pours sort of thing. Like one thing is happening after another, and you're getting a lot of these kind of earthquake feelings, these moodquake things going on. And it may feel like an absolute roller coaster and like you don't know what's going on next. Now, with the Three of Swords in reverse in your shadow card position, what I'm intuiting is that you need to reconcile with someone, but you're not sure who is the person, who's the enemy and who's the friend, and who you should make amends with and who you should cut out. It's probably because you have a fair amount of third-party situations. It doesn't always have to be romantic, but it probably is in this case, especially with all this watery mood energy. And what I'm seeing in the cards is that a lot of the wand energy is being doused by sword and cup energy. So you may have a fair amount of air signs around you, especially Gemini and Libra. And you may have a fair, either you or someone else may also have a fair amount of water sign energy in their I was going to say Capricorn, but I did see a fair amount of Pentacles in there too, but they were reversed. And because Saturn just went direct yesterday, there is a lot of this energy of karmic return. So for some of you, Aries, it may be that this is karma coming back to bite you in the butt, or it may be that you are watching somebody who is getting karma coming back and biting them in the butt because they have been repressing their emotions, not dealing with grief, not dealing with third-party situations, just kind of running, avoiding, being cowardly about it, which is understandable. Shadow work is not easy. But with the Hierophant reversed, it's definitely a breaking of various contracts and a lot of spiritual lessons. And there's a fair amount of Aquarian and Taurus energy in there too, so you may be dealing with some people in there. Either way, it seems to me, Aries, that if you happen to have a lot of people in your life that are asking for a lot from you, it's time to cut that down. It's time to listen to your intuition, turn this upright, and start to have faith in the unfolding path in front of you. My advice for you right now, Aries, is to go within, find yourself, do your self-care. Don't worry about the tall tales of others. Have healthy boundaries. If others are upset by that, you don't need to rescue them. They can find another friend or another person that they can get help from or get support from. And Spirit's trying to help teach you that lesson. And if they go and do something that is unsavory or clandestine or inappropriate, well, that's Spirit's way of revealing to you that they were not ever your friend, or there was not genuine love there. They were not meant to stay on your path. Right now, your job is to take care of you and to trust in Spirit, to take the wheel, and just remember that the path is always unfolding beautifully. All right, Aries, I'm going to get to the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.